right, welcome to lesson 1-3. That's topic 1, lesson 3. Today we're rolling right on through those 5th grade topics with multiplying fractions. In this first part, we're going to be multiplying what are called unit fractions. Unit fractions have a numerator of 1. So we have 1/4 of a pan of lasagna left. Tom ate 1/3 of this amount, and we want to know what fraction of the whole pan of lasagna did he eat. We're going to use an area model to kind of show things. And we're also going to calculate using what is the standard algorithm or the regular way of multiplying fractions. All right, so here is our full pan of lasagna. And we're told from the beginning that there was 1/4 of it left over. So I'm just going to break this pan into fourths. So here is in half. And half of a half is a fourth. And 1/4 of it would be right there. So I'm going to shade that in. Now of that fourth, Tom ate 1/3 of it. So I need to break this into thirds, roughly like that. And there is my third. So he ate this piece right here. Now, if you look at this whole pan, it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pieces. So each piece is 1/12 of the whole lasagna. And since that's all he has is one piece, Tom ate 1/12 of the whole thing. Now the standard algorithm we'll do over here. And all I need to do is write my equation here, or my expression. So I'm taking 1/3 group of a fourth. Okay? And groups of is multiply. So really what I have is 1/3 times 1/4. And when we multiply fractions, all we do is we multiply the numerator and we multiply the denominators. And so 1 times 1 is 1, 3 times 4 is 12. We get the same answer as we do from the picture. Okay, here's a new problem without any context, but we're doing 1/4 times 1/5, and I would like you to use an area model to try to get a solution. So go ahead and do that on your own, and we'll talk about it in class tomorrow. For this next problem, we're going to be multiplying fractions. These aren't just unit fractions, they can be any old fraction. And we're going to be modeling on a number line, finding 3/4 times 4/6. I could think of this as 3/4 group of 4/6. And you can see down here in my number line that I have my number line goes from 0 to 1, and I broke it up into sixths. And on my number line, I put a bar that shows what I'm taking part of. I'm taking part of 4/6 there. Well, if I look at this, the 4/6 piece happens to be broken into 4 equal parts, or fourths. So this is right here, 3/4 of the 4/6. Okay, so if I look at this picture, again, this is 1/6, this is 1/6, this is 1/6, and this is 1/6, so on and so forth. The part that I'm trying to find, 3/4 of the 4/6, is 3/6. Divide top and bottom by 3, I get 1/2. Now I can solve this with the standard algorithm, the normal way of doing it. 3/4 times 4/6, and what I can do is divide top and bottom by 4, divide top and bottom by 3, and I get my answer. 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 2 is 2, same answer, either method. So now you're going to try your own version of it. Remember, you're just going to draw a model. This is 2/3 group of 3/4. So you're going to want to start by showing 3/4 on your number line and then taking 2/3 of that. And we'll go over that tomorrow in class. Okay, for part 3, we're going to both use a model and a standard algorithm to multiply mixed numbers. In this case, I have 7 1/2 times 2 3/4. And we're going to use an area model for this, much like we did, I'm sure you did it in 5th grade with some whole numbers. So let's get started. So I've created my area model, and I have my 7 1/2 on the top. The whole number is represented by a larger square. And on the bottom, I have 2 2/3. So in this one section, this is 7 times 2, which is 14. Over here, we have 2 times 1/2, which is just 1. Here we have 3/4 times 7, which is 21/4, which is 5 1/4. And here I have 3/4 times 1/2. 3 times 1 is 3. 4 times 2 is 8. So I got 3/8. Now I just need to put all those parts together. So now I've written them out in an addition expression. I have 14 plus 1 plus 5 1/4 plus 3/8. And now I can go ahead and add together the easy things. So I have 15, that's 14 plus 1, plus my 5 1/4 plus 3/8. And as you might recall, to add fractions, I need to have a common denominator. So I'm going to rewrite this as 15 plus 5, multiply top and bottom by 2, 5 2/8 plus 3/8. If I add that together, I get 15 plus 5 is 20, and 2/8 plus 3/8 is 5/8. Remember, we multiply the numerator and not the denominator, and this is our answer. Now the standard algorithm is what we would do more often. We're not going to draw that big area model every time. All I need to do is get this in each of these numbers in the form of something over something else, a over b. And so I can change a mixed number to an improper fraction, multiplying the denominator by the whole number. 2 times 5 is 10, and add the numerator. That's going to be 11 halves times 15 plus 2 is 17 thirds. I'm looking to cross reduce, but there's nothing that I can do there. So I got to multiply 11 times 17 and 2 times 3, which, if you go over to the side and do some multiplying, some double trouble, you'll find it's 187 is what 11 times 17 is, and 6 is what 2 times 3 is. Now, this is a totally improper fraction. We cannot let that stand. So we're going to go ahead and change that back to a mixed number. 187 divided by 6. 6 doesn't go into 1. It goes into 18 3 times. I'm going to bring down the 7. 6 goes into 7 one time. And I have 1 left over. And as you might recall, instead of calling that remainder 1, I can make it 1 divided into 6 equal parts is 1/6. So I get 3 1/6. This remainder becomes the numerator, and my divisor is my denominator. So I get 31 1/6. Okay, the only thing left for you to do in your packet is some practice. There's 2 problems for you to solve. So why don't you go ahead and do those, and again, we'll hit those tomorrow, and have yourself a good evening.